Hello, good morning, friends. Hello, good morning, friends. I am Hanumant. Today, I am going to give the demo lecture on the process management. So, in this chapter, we are going to see the different points. First one is the what is the process, that is the definition of the process. Second point, what is process state. Third point is the process control block, that is the PCB. That is very important point through the point of exam. After that, context switching, and last point is the operations on a process. There are two major operations of the processes. First one is the process creation and second one is the process termination. After that, next, what is process? So process is nothing but the program is in execution. Program is in execution or program is in running position is called as process. That means program is in execution. And second definition, program is in running position is called as process. So all of you understand this definition. Process, program is in execution or program is in running position is called as process. So next question that will be asked in the exam, that is the what is process, and explain the various states of the processes with suitable diagram. So here process state. So process state, that means the it is a current activity of that process. Current activity of that process is known as process state. So there are various states of the processes, five states. NR2WT, for shortcut NR2WT. First N stands for new, after that R stands for ready, after that second R stands for running, after that W stands for waiting, and T stands for terminated. So this is the diagram of process states. We can see the each and every state with explanation. First state is the new. This state indicates that the process is being created. A process has just been created. That means process is newly created. So that is the new. After that, ready. This state value indicates that process is waiting to assign to the processor. That means process is ready to run but CPU is not available. That means process is ready but CPU is not available. That is called as ready state. After that, running. That means this state value indicates that process is running on the CPU. That is the actual execution of that process is called as running. After that, next one is the waiting. This state value indicates that process is currently waiting for some event to occur. That means it is waiting for some event to be occur in the system. That is input output event. Next point in the chapter, that is the termination state, terminated. This state value indicates that process has finished its execution either normally or abnormally, or process gets terminated when its task is completed, or process can be terminated by using the exit system call. Which system call? Exit system call. Or process gets terminated after finishing its final statement. So that is all about the various states of the processes. NR2WT, that is new, ready, running, waiting, and terminated. So this is very important point through the point of exam, so we need to understand that very well. After that, next point, process control block. This is again very most important point through the point of exam. Here question that might be asked in the exam, what is PCB, and explain the process control block with suitable diagram. Here also diagram is important. So this is the diagram of PCB: pointer, process state, program counter, CPU registers, memory management information, accounting information, list of IO files, status information. So we can see the each and every point in detail in the next. So what is PCB? First, what is PCB? Whatever processes in the operating system are represented by some data structure. There are a lot of processes in the operating system, and that are represented by using the some structure, data structure. That data structure is known as process control block. So PCB keeps the information of various processes in the operating system. What is the role of PCB? It keeps, that means it store the information of various processes in the operating system. There is not only one process in the operating system, there will be a lot of processes, and that process information will be stored in the process control block. So here is the first point, pointer points to the another process in the operating system. That means it is used for the pointing the another process. After that, pointer is used for managing the scheduling list. As there are number of n processes, so we need to manage that processes. So pointer is used for managing the scheduling of the processes. After that, next point, process states. As we know that process state, that means process executes, it changes its state. So process state can be defined as current activity of that process, and process states can be categorized into the 5 types. We already seen in the previous point. NR2 WT, that is new, ready, running, waiting, and terminated. Next point is the program counter. It indicates the address of next instructions which is to be executed by the process. That means it indicates the address of next instruction, which is the next instruction which is to be going to happen, or which next instruction is to be executed. That instruction's address will be indicated by the program counter. Next one is the CPU register. It indicates the general purpose registers, stack pointers, index registers, and accumulator. Number of registers and type of registers totally depends on the computer architectures. That means how many number of registers and which type of registers, it will depends on the what type of computer system you are going to use. That is the CPU register. After that, memory management information. After that, IO status information. This information list of IO devices attached to the process and list of open files. That means this gives the list of input output devices attached to the processes and list of open files. After that, accounting information. This information includes the amount of real time used, time limits, number of processes, account number. These are the some of the accounting information included in the accounting info. So this is all about the process control block. That is again very important point. Next point in the chapter, that is the what is operating system, and explain the various operations performed in the operating system. So this is the functions are different and operations are different part. So operations, there are two basically major operations: process creation and process termination. So what is process creation? A process may create a new process by using the create process system call. If we want to create the new process, at that time we need to use the create process system call. That means system call. Here we need to understand what is system call. System call is the interface between the program and operating system. If you want to create the new process, then we require the parent process. Without parent, you are not able to create the new process. So if you want to create the new process, at that time we require the parent process. If the parent is there, then we can develop the new process, that is the child. So that is the thing. So the next slide here, the source process is also called as parent process, where is the newly created process is also called as child process. That means whoever is the source, that is called as parent, and whoever may be the newly created process, that is called a child process. And this child process is turn can create another process. This child again creates the another new process, and that another new process again creates the again new process, that forms the tree of the processes. So in this process creation is the parent child relationship. So this is all about the today's lecture.